I'm passionate about fitness and health. I just feel like it can improve your life in so many different ways. I just feel like it's a real key component of just being a happy and productive person. It's a great way to overcome certain adversities, and it's a great facilitator to meet people. Hey, I'm Andy. I'm looking after the fitness enhancement franchise down in Tweed. So I'm going to be taking care of the personal training and making sure everything runs smoothly down there. So yeah, just a bit about my background. You know, I started off, the reason I got into health and fitness was just through sport. Absolutely, you know, fell in love with sport as a kid. Originally it was playing football, which I loved. And then as I sort of got into my older childhood and my teens, it was athletics. I was doing 800 and 1500 meters. And I was competing all over the country. And it was such an amazing thing to be able to meet people in all different areas. And some of the people I competed against, you know, I'd compete against people up in Manchester or down south in Southampton, and I'd have friends there. And that camaraderie, you know, was amazing. And that was one of the aspects I loved about sport itself, was just how when you are working out, you've got those endorphins going, you just relax and you're able to make friends. It really sort of disarms you. So then fitness just sort of became ingrained in my lifestyle. It was just something that I knew I was always going to do. And throughout my life, I've always competed in sports. Like currently I'm into martial arts, do a lot of muay thai and kickboxing, which I absolutely love. And for the same reasons, you know, you go into the gym, you meet people, everyone's so respectful, everyone's so friendly. And I've always wanted to have that as a career as well. So my career actually started off, I was working in a special needs school over in New Zealand. So within that unit, I was coaching their soccer team, and they never won a game before in their sort of school career. And we ended up winning 2 or 3. So that was, you know, an amazing achievement. And that was sort of kind of one of my first experiences working in the disability sector. And from then on, I really was like, you know, seeing how they overcome adversity. You know, they never let it bother them that they hadn't won a game before, but to see the thrill on their faces when they did was just such an amazing thing. And I kind of kicked on from there. So I was been working in the disability sector as a support worker. So in mental health, so disabilities, you know, ranging from schizophrenia to extreme bipolar. And they had, you know, just as much adversity, but in a different way to what I've been working with before. And so many of the people were very stationary, and that contributed to their mental health. So it was my job to get them out, get them moving, get them active. And the impact that had on their mental health was just amazing. You know, and it didn't even have to be too intense. It was just the fact of getting outside, getting those bodies moving, getting those blood flowing. Just had such a profound effect. And I saw the impact just moving itself could have on mental health. So I wanted to be able to do that, to be able to help people with their mental health through their physical fitness. The reason I got into personal training was just because fitness has been such a big part of my life for so long. It's just had so many positive impacts in so many different areas. You know, I've met so many people through fitness. You know, it helps regulate my mental health. It just helps me be a happy and productive person. And I know not everyone is completely into fitness. You know, some people just kind of want to dip their toes in, or some people it's not quite a part of their life yet, but they want all those things that I've talked about that come with it. So I just thought, what an amazing way of being able to introduce people to that lifestyle. And I think, you know, when you've got that passion, you've got genuine reasons for wanting to participate in fitness, that rubs off on other people. And to be able to provide that for other people, I think just an amazing thing. So the reason I chose fitness enhancement is just, I really like the message that they portray. You know, fitness is really for everyone. It's really an inclusive place to work out. And you could just tell the qualities there. You know, they really care about delivering a quality product for the clients. You know, it's really focused on the person themselves, but also on the outcomes. And I just love how that's just interlinked all together. one of the reasons I really want to work in the NDIS sector is, you know, I've got a fair few years of experience working in that sector in disability. You know, I've worked in special needs unit in a school. I've been a support worker with mental health. And you just see like the most amazing stories, people really coming overcoming their adversity and really flourishing. And a lot of the candidates don't realize that they can actually participate in fitness related activities. And I think fitness is such a great catalyst to get people to be able to come over adversity. So yeah, to be able to work within the NDIS, but in the fitness capacity, I think is just, you know, perfect for me. The reason I'm passionate about fitness and health is I just feel like it can improve your life in so many different ways. I just feel like it's a real key component of just being a happy and productive person. And it's a great facilitator to meet people. It's a great way to overcome certain adversities. You know, I think we all need to create a little bit of a productive adversity in our life. And I think health and fitness is a good way of doing that, if that makes sense. Because mental health was an important area to me, I also got qualified as a counsellor, you know, working in the sort of men's mental health sector. And I realised that one of the fundamental areas that was lacking for so many people was that physical element. So I thought if I could, you know, help people with that physical element, you know, everything else falls into place. And I really do believe that once you get on top of your physical fitness, your mental health and falls into place. And once your mental health falls into place, everything else does, you know, your job, your happiness, your social life. But that your mental health and your physical health really underpin that. Got all those chemicals that help you, don't you? Because when you're working out, you've got your endorphins, you've got, you know, your dopamine. All of those systems get really regulated. So you're just giving yourself a head start by working out. And then you feel good anyway. And then that allows you to do all the things that you're supposed to do with your mental health. So it really is just that base level starting point. So within the community in Tweed, I'd like to be sort of known as the go-to person, and hopefully I'll have a team around me. So the go-to people, just to help people with their fitness, you know, just to be those guys that like, okay, I'm struggling, but I know that there's someone out there who's really going to help me from start to finish. You know, they're going to help me in those initial stages where I might not necessarily feel like working out or want to work out, right the way to the stage where I'm feeling comfortable, I'm feeling happy, I'm feeling like fitness is part of my lifestyle. And I just want to be known for having an impact in that area in Tweed and just, I guess, making the whole area feel happier and healthier and fitter. That would be ideal.